So for number 1, your job was to make it look like y equals mx plus b. So you want the y by itself. So if you highlighted the y. How would you get rid of 2x? Minus 2x on both sides. So I have 4y equals, which one of these would I write first if I want it in mx plus b form? Negative 2x. Would it still be correct? Yes. How do I get rid of the 4? Divide everything by 4. Now I must simplify. So I have y equals, well, negative 2/4 is negative 1/2 x. Could I have also put negative x over 2? It's the same thing. But in mx plus b form, they're going to put the slope here and the x out to the right. Minus, what's 12 divided by 4? 3. The slope is negative 1/2. The y-intercept is? The y-intercept is? Negative 3. All right, the next one. We shouldn't be talking, we're paying attention. I want the y by itself. How do I get rid of the 3x? Minus 3x. So I have negative 2y equals negative 3x minus 18. How do I get rid of the negative 2? Divide everything by negative 2. All right, so I have y equals negative 3 divided by negative 2 is positive 3/2 x, or could I put 1.5x? Yes. And negative 18 divided by negative 2 is positive 9. So the slope was 3/2, the y-intercept was 9. 1.5, or 1 and 1/2 x, yes. Now, this is a multiple choice test tomorrow, so you'll just have to identify the one that's the same as yours. Okay, the next one I already set up for you, but I'm just going to quickly go over it again. So it says that you have a rectangle with a length of 2x plus 3 and a width of 2x minus 4. Then it says you have another rectangle with a length of 3x minus 2 and a width of 4x plus 10. It wants to know what the sum of the perimeters are. So we set it up like this, and I did it on a separate sheet. We said the perimeter is 2 times length plus 2 times width, plus the second perimeter 2 times length plus 2 times width. So I set it up. So now I'm going to go do distributive property. So I have 4x plus 12. Yes, excuse me. Plus what? Plus 6. Plus 2 times 2 is? So 4x. I'm going to keep change. Plus, what's 2 times negative 4? Negative 8. Plus 2 times 3x is 6x. Change. Plus 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Plus 2 times 4x is 8x. Plus 2 times, what is that, a 10? 2 times 10 is 20. Now I go combine like terms, and I like to use highlighters. So I'm going to highlight all my x's one color, and I highlight the sign in front of them. Is everybody with me? So I have 4 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8, and what do I have? 22 x's, yes or no? Now I'm going to highlight all the regular numbers a different color. Do I have to highlight the sign in front of them? Yes. So I have 6 plus negative 8, or minus 8, plus negative 4, plus 20. And I get what? Positive 14. So plus 14. Can it be simplified any else? Nope. That's my simplified answer. So 22x plus 14. Okay, moving on. That's it. That's as simplified as it can get. Okay, guys, don't start talking. We got to get going here. Okay, it wants to know which expression, because it's going to be multiple choice, is equivalent. So you have to simplify this. So I have to do distributive property. 2.5 times 3.7x is 9.25x, yes? Okay, plus 2.5 times 6.4 was 16. Are we all good? Okay, we're done with that part. Now I'm going to do this. What sign is in front of this? Okay, so I'm going to put a plus. What's negative 4.6 times 7? Negative 32.2x. Y'all got to use y'all's calculators. Plus, what's negative 4.6 times negative 3? Guys, I don't know how y'all are getting any of this wrong when you have a calculator. Negative 4.6 times negative 3. Literally 13.8. Okay, I'm done with that. And then what did I tell you you had to do right here? Change all the signs. So this becomes a plus, this becomes negative, this becomes negative. So I have plus negative 3.1x plus negative 4y. Now what do I have to do? Combine like terms. So I'm going to go highlight all the x's pink. I'm going to highlight all the y's orange. Is that it? And all the regular numbers, I will highlight blue. Does it have a y? Yes. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to combine 9.25 minus 32.2, and I get what? Negative 26.05x?
Yep. That's with the 3.1.
Yeah, that's with the...
It's with the 3.1.
These three.
Yeah.
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 But I think you said that.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just going fast. So combine all the x's, and this is what you get, yes?
Yes.
Combine the y's, and you get 9.8y.
Oh.
Why? Because this one's negative.
No.
Then plus 16. And that's as far as I can simplify it. This is how it's supposed. This is not y equals mx plus b form. This is just simplify it. And guys, it's usually always proper to put it in alphabetical order. But if it's multiple choice, you're just finding the answer that looks like yours, okay? So it could be mixed up. All right, let's do the next one. There was nothing to distribute here, so it's just 4.3 plus 0.3 minus 4y plus 0.8. But I do have to distribute this negative sign. So all of this changes. So I have plus negative 3.2x plus negative 4 plus 4.1y. Combine like terms. I'm going to use my highlighter. So I'm going to highlight all the x's one color. Is there only one x? Yep. I'm going to highlight all the y's one color with the sign in front of them. And then I'm going to highlight all the regular numbers one color. Now I'm going to go combine like terms. If this was in alphabetical order, which would come first? The x's. So this is just negative 3.2x. Okay, done with that. What would come next? So I have negative 4 plus 4.1, which is plus 0.1y. Okay, done with the y's. Then I would combine all my regular numbers, and I get plus 1.4. And that is it in simplest terms. Okay, turn to the back. What did I tell y'all on these questions? You can solve them all in your calculator. So I go to y equals. Let's go over that. For y1, I'm going to type in the left side. So I have 5x minus 6x plus 3. Go to the y2. I have 5x, oh, excuse me, where am I at? 4x plus 10, yes? Second trace, option 5. Enter, enter, enter. What's my answer? X equals negative 1.4. Now stop. What if their answers was fractions? Negative 7/5, because that's what I got when I solved it by hand. Are both of those answers correct? Could you go check it by changing them into decimals? Like if they gave you this and the calculator gave you this, can you go change the answers to decimals? Yes. Okay, if I wanted to solve this by hand, I would have combined like terms. 5x minus 6x is negative 1x. Then I would pull all the x's to the left, so minus 4x. So I have negative 5x. How would I get rid of this 3? Minus 3. And so I have 7, and I would divide, and I'd have x equals negative 7/5. All right, moving on. Can I solve this one in my calculator? Yes, so let's go. Y equals. Okay, how do I put in a fraction? Alpha y equals option 1. So I have 1/3 tab out, open parentheses, 12x minus 6, close parentheses. Then 5x plus 7. Second trace, option 5. Enter. Oops. Second trace, option 5. Enter, enter, enter. And I get x equals negative 9. If I wanted to solve it by hand, I do distributive property, and I would have gotten 4x minus 2 equals 5x plus 7. I would have pulled the x's to the left by subtraction. So I would have negative x. I would have pulled this by plussing, equals 9, which is x equals negative 9. All right, moving on. Could I do this one in my calculator? Yes. Can I put it in exactly how I see it? Yes. So I go to y equals. I would put in 4, open parentheses, x minus 4, close. 6x, what is this sign right here? Minus 4, open parentheses, 2x plus 5. Second trace, option 5. Enter, 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 and I get this decimal. So could I change it, if they have fractions, could I change their fraction to a decimal? So I have x equals negative 0.67. I'm just going to round. If I solved it by hand, I'd have 4x minus 16 equals 6x minus 8x plus 5. I would combine like terms. What's 6x minus 8x? So to get rid of it, I would plus 2x, yes? So I have 6x that's gone, and then I would plus 16 over here, right? And 5 plus 16 is, did I do that right? What did I do wrong?
You didn't distribute.
I didn't distribute. Here we go. I knew something was wrong. That should have been a negative 20. There we go. And then I get a negative 4, divide by 6, and I get negative 2/3. Is that the same answer?
Yes.
Yes. So do y'all see where I messed up in the beginning? I didn't distribute the negative 4 to the 5 because I was trying to go too fast. So both of these answers are correct. Okay, number 9. If I put it in my calculator, I get 2.7. Do I need to keep showing y'all the calculator? Y'all got that? Okay. But if I wanted to do this by hand, how would I distribute this? Change everything. So this would change to plus. This would change to plus. This would change to plus. Yes? So you would have negative 4x plus 3 plus 4x equals negative 10x plus 30. Then you would solve, and that's your answer. And the last one, I'll just go ahead and give y'all the answer so you can check it tonight. It's going to be x equals 1.89, and that is rounded to the hundredths place. So what is your homework tonight? You need to make sure you know all this. You need to make sure now stop, guys. There's one thing I need to go over before you leave. Y'all aren't going to know this for the test tomorrow. If you have something like this, What can be combined that's alike? So this can be combined with what? Can they be combined with this x? No. So I would have 7x squared plus 2x plus 3. Yes or no? Because you're going to have to do that on the test tomorrow. It's just combining like terms. Okay, so your homework tonight is to study.